up, YouTube? We're back with another episode of What the Hell Am I Doing? Today, I've got a really cool one for you guys. I've got this house that used to be an isolated part of town. Now, it's in an area that's very busy, and this house is now the isolated part. The house I'm talking about is this place right behind me here. I believe this is like a 1940s or a 1950s home. I believe it's now awaiting demolition. We'll see what happens. They've kind of developed around it. But for now, it's a cool place to explore. So let's get inside and see what's in there. Oh, and before we do, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. That's my immediate goal. So if you haven't, please do. Let's get inside. Okay, so we're going to start this one out back on the property here. We'll take a look around outside before we get inside. Looks like we've got a garage here. And this is the house here. And if you look along this way, it's an absolutely massive property. I'll just show you the whole scope of it. I believe it ends in the forest here. But if you go this way, it goes all the way to those trees as well. This used to be on what was an isolated street that kind of jumped between one area to another. Now that street's been converted into a neighborhood and most of the original street is gone. This house is what's on left of the original street. That's left of the original street, so that's kind of cool. It's kind of a relic from the last day, or the old days. I mean, the street is still connected to everything, but they've just reconfigured the way it runs. And this is really the only original part left, and the house is still here. I know this house. I used to drive by this house when I went to college. So that's cool. I remember this area. I remember the way it used to look. And, well, now it's changed, and as you can see, lots of homes. They all look the same. You know what they do. But the place behind me there, it's got some character. I think it's going to be cool. I don't know if there's anything in here. Somebody's locked it with a stick. Let's see. That's interesting. It's got a wood floor. Beer bottles, you got some oil. Nah, there's not much here. This would have been a garden shed. This is probably where they kept a tractor at one time. You can see there's like a ramp, so there was probably a tractor here. Whoops. Got the camera set. We'll close this up again. Leave things as they were. Over here, looks like we've just got some junk or wreckage from stuff that used to be out here. I noticed there was one more shed over here. We got an old compost too. I don't know if there's anything in here worth seeing, but we'll find out now. So, this one has some benches in it. I don't know if they were to sit or what. I don't know what this would have been for. It's not really a tool shed, that's for sure. It's got a window on the side, so that's cool. Okay, let's work our way back over here. Very cool looking house. I like it. I like that old fence here they have. This place has some of that old charm. You know what I mean with the white fence here. Imagine this being your beautiful yard. Hanging out here on a nice summer evening. Not having those houses out there. Really nice fence. You got a nice amount of trees. Live in a great place to live. It's got a big chimney on the side, so you know they have a big fireplace. Looks like they have a sunroom. Let's go check out the garage before we go in. Well, hello there. The boss is waiting for us. How you doing, boss? We've got an old milk container. So I'm assuming this door is... Yeah, there's no way to get in that door. It's blocked. There's a window here. Take a look inside. So this is one side here. I don't know if we'll be able to get in or not. Looks like we have some cabinetry. We got a workbench. There's still tools and stuff left behind. We got someone's toolbox there. That's cool. There's even a, I think that's a battery booster on the counter there. That's neat. We'll see if we can get on the other side. Okay. Let's go around front and see. Wow, look at that. At one point there was a faucet on there, but look at that. That thing is just rotten. Nothing left. Just like these doors here. What's in here? Just a bunch of wood and junk. Wow. Some doors. That's kind of an impressive amount of junk, really. There's even more here. I don't know why they didn't cram those in there too. Look at that ladder. This thing is disappearing more and more every day that it lays here. Look at that. That is cool. I have to check myself for ticks after I'm done here. Already had a few of those on me this year, so that's not good. Okay, so we got an old deck area here. Looks like there's another way into the junk garage. But as you can see, it's literally a junk garage. They've even got the well here on the deck. That's kind of neat. And I guess this would have been like a playhouse or something at one point in time. That's very neat. Kids would have liked that. I would have liked that as a kid. And this is what the garage looks like from the side. It has some lattice there, so at one point they had vines or plants like tomatoes growing. Right here, got a massive pile of leaves and looks like just some junk and some planters left behind. He's gonna look at that thing. That's cool. And we'll take a look in the window here. So from this side, there's a lot of junk on the floor, a lot of garbage. You got some clothes hanging on the backside there. You got a Canadian flag and an I am Canadian flag from Molson Canadian. And you can see they had a garage door up here that still works, obviously, at some, or at least it did. They insulated it, so I guess when it's closed, it kept the room a little warmer. And if you look over there, we've got some propane canisters, more grow containers. Not sure why the one room was kind of shielded off with the vapor wrap, but this would have been a cool garage, cool hangout room, whatever it is. Maybe it was a rec room with an open door on the side. Would have been a cool spot if that's what it is. What do you guys think it was? Was this a garage or was this converted into like a rec room? I think it was probably a rec room. As I'm looking the other way here, I noticed there's a bed frame against the wall. That's cool. And if we go out here, we got some broken steps and concrete. I don't know if people left this stuff here or if this is from this house. Got some fake plants. But yeah, see, they put lattice over the front of this. So this garage was definitely not used as a garage anymore. This is definitely not a garage anymore. This was definitely like a rec room. And probably what they did is, when it was hot in the summer, they probably rolled that door up and they got the extra breeze rolling in there. But you can see they had lattice here to grow. And it's graded off to keep animals out. And there's a door put up there. But yeah, that's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. Is it open? No, you can't open it because of the garage door. But still, that's really neat. I like that a lot. And there's a walk down the side of the house. I'll just show you guys the front real quick, I suppose. So this is the side entry of the house, I believe. You can come around this way. The meter's still on, but I don't think there's power. We can come around this way. You got the front entrance of the house. There's that cool fence over there. I really like that. That's pretty cool. All right, well, let's work our way inside and see what we can find. And by the way, this is a cool little deck. I like that. It's not very big, but it's cozy. It's got a nice feel to it. Goes right around the side. That's pretty cool. All right, let's see what we got inside. All right, so we're inside this one, and it looks like right away we're in a sunroom because this room is on the west side of the house, so this would get the setting sun every night, especially in the summer. And it's also got a nice south-facing window here. And this is a really cool room. It's a bit of a short one. You know, if you were 7 feet tall, which not many people are, your head would definitely be touching the ceiling here. But as you can see over there, the door, you know, is pretty much touching the ceiling. And like I said, it's a cool room. You've got some stained glass. Well, it's not really real stained glass, but you got that stained glass effect on the window. And, you know, this would have been a great little spot to come out and chill, spend the evenings, maybe the mornings, although there wouldn't have been a sunrise. It would have been a cool spot to come spend the evenings for sure. Have an evening coffee or drink. Just beautiful. I like the woodwork. Looks like it's pine, stained pine. Even the ceiling, it's pine. Very cool. All right, let's turn around and get into this house. This is the house here. Right away, I'm not sure what kind of room this one would have been. It's got an interesting wallpaper stone border. Well, sorry, like a stone wainscoting, I guess it would be, but it's wallpaper. It's got a chair rail on the wall. You've got an old wooden door sitting in the closet here. And if you pan this way, yeah, you got more of that weird stone wallpaper. Just check that out. Interesting for sure. I don't know if it's much more tacky than the fake stone anyways, so it's interesting. And if you look around, it's got an old panel ceiling. I don't know how old this house is. I would presume for it to be probably a 50s or a 60s home. Just because of where it is, it's the northern part of town. Kind of was a forgotten about area. Now it's a forgotten about home in a busy area. We come out here, this is the hallway of the house. That's very cool. That's a very cool opening in the wall. I like the shape of it. Over here we got a bathroom. Look at that wallpaper. You guys tell me what era that wallpaper's from. I would say late 80s. It's a cool frosted window. And they got a decent looking tile shower. I think it's tile. Yes, it is. Looks like they painted over it at one point and something was on here, so that ended up being exposed when it came down. And then you look down at this tub here. And I believe, I could be wrong, but it looks like a mint color or a lavender. I can't really tell. I think it's mint. Look at this, you got the old sink here. Nothing underneath. A little extra storage on the side. Nothing in there. What's back here? Oh, so we got some more modern, this looks more like 2000 stuff up here. Well, at least the doors are. Very makeshift cabinet. Probably basic for linens. We got this door here. Just more storage. Most likely for bathroom stuff or linens. Okay, let's work our way out here. We'll go this way first. Over here, it looks like we got a bedroom. This is a decent room. Well, there's a garage there now, but at one point it had, two nice, decent-sized windows letting light in. Now you have the east one that still lets light in. The north one's blocked by the garage. So this room would have been cool in the morning as the sun rises over those trees. Let me just show you. The trees out there, the sun would come and light up this room, especially as you get more towards the summer. That's pretty cool. I'm not sure what those are from. It's interesting. There's a linoleum floor and a different one in the closet. So if you look in here, there's nothing in here, just shelves. And one hanger for Brandon. Maybe those were shelves for the closets. Okay, let's go this way. Oh, the car just went by. So over here, we got a kitchen on the left. We got a living space on the right here. These are cool. So those are just kitchen pantry, I guess. And they're empty. It's definitely custom made. It's neat. Got a cool sconce on the wall by the front door. And if you look over here, you got a nice wood panel wall. This one's a really nice one. As you can see, I think they were still working on it. I believe that's pine, but it's very classy looking, I think. I mean, it'd be better at a cottage. But that's a pretty cool looking wall if you ask me. And you've got the remnants of a fireplace, which obviously they started to tear down, or they did tear all the good stuff down, and this is what's left. Now, if you look, it looks like somebody tried to start a fire at least once afterwards. It looks like we got water here, so I don't know if somebody was squatting here or if that was just to clean out the toilets after they shut everything off. You come over here, we got the remnants of the kitchen. Got some kitchen cabinets, which are empty. Those look like late 80s cabinets, I would think. Obviously, there would have been some counter space there, potentially. You look over here, you still have the oven. This is probably a halogen oven. I believe I called it a hydrogen oven in my last video, so I apologize for that. It's a halogen oven. If you look around, this is more of what you'd see from the 80s or even the 70s, probably. In terms of the way the wood looks and the actual cabinet countertop itself. Especially this little bonus piece here. Yeah, everything's empty. That's a cool Lazy Susan. Yeah, there's nothing left behind. Nothing at all. Except, well, the freezer is a little gross. And the fridge is, well, empty except for some water. Then we've got the plant up there, the fake plant. This is an abandoned house. If you look at the ceiling, it's starting to decay. It's starting to get rough. Okay, let's go this way. That's the side door of the house there that goes out to the driveway. And this takes us down to the basement. I like that there. A little bit of a display spot on the wall. You know, so you're coming down the stairs, you can have some stuff displayed there. Looks like the same thing there. Whoops. Ceilings are a little low here. Okay. And we have ourselves the basement. Okay, so we'll go over this way first. Got more linoleum floors in this place. They really like those. Still have a bed, a couple night tables. And we've got the 1988 Toronto maps. Some very valuable incandescent light bulbs now. Looks like an old generic painting, which is kind of neat. Let's go over this way and see what we got. Kittens. We got a calendar here from 93. That's cool. What do we have here? 1779. The New Hampshire Gazette, October 5th, 1779. That's pretty cool. I'll give you guys a better look at this. If you want, you can pause it. That's cool. This, I don't know what that is. Just a memo pad. That's cool. 1779 paper. I've never seen anything that old in my life. Over here we got an old tripod laying in a closet with some hangers for Brandon. This is the second tripod I've seen on Explore. Not sure why people would leave those behind. They're not cheap. Over there I can see there's nothing in the cabinet. Very custom made down here. What's this we got over here? Oh wow. It's a Victor Craft cabinet with an RCA Victor radio, custom series 35. AM, FM, and it's got its own turntable too. And that's pretty cool. That's still very floaty, so it's not ruined. Look at that beauty. I bet you that's from the 40s or 50s. I bet you Tommy would know. Tommy, how old is this thing? Got Mickey Mouse watching over it. Oh, we got an old box here. What's in here? Nothing. Well, that's cool. Neilcraft furniture. So we got an old couch here that's quite beat down. Some drills. That's cool. I believe that's the headboard of a waterbed, believe it or not. My uncle had a waterbed growing up, and that looks a lot like his headboard, except his had a bookshelf in the middle, like an actual bookshelf. I'm willing to bet you that's what that is. What do you guys think? Tell me in the comments. And we got wood paneling on the walls. Even have crown molding down here. This basement's kind of well done. We got a mirror on the door. Where does this go? It's sealed off, so I guess we'll just leave that alone. Probably goes to a cold room. That's cool. I was going to say it's original 6, but I see non-original 6 teams in there. They look like, they kind of look like beer bottle labels, but I don't think they are. They also look like banners, so that's cool. I don't know how old it is. Doesn't have any indication. No. The Boston logo could be a giveaway, but I'm not sure what season they might have brought that back. You guys know in the comments, let me know. Down here we got another, what would have been an awesome fireplace. This one looks like it had an air exchange on it. Or maybe one time there was a stove that sat here and that was the exhaust. But it looks like they had a fireplace at some point too. And it looks like it would have been a big, beautiful stone one, which obviously all the stone's been salvaged and resold since. That's why it's not here. We got a little mold on the wall, so we might have had some water at some point. Even there's watermarks up there. So there's some of the old fireplace equipment. Got the old screen, tools. Interesting little area. Lots of storage. What I like about houses like this is when they squeeze stuff like this into little tiny areas. You know, you got your furnace sitting here, which Looks like a fairly modern furnace, by the way. I don't see a date. You guys take a look. Tell me if you see a date. But this thing looks fairly new. Oh, 13. There you go. Interesting. 22nd week of 13 they made that. So that's less than 10 years old. Well, it's about 10 years old. Over here, they just got some... Oh, I see. There's a cutout to a... There's a washroom there. Huh. That's weird. Oh, there was probably a medicine cabinet in the wall. Okay. And it looks like at one point, yeah, there's just a drain for the basement there. Okay, so that makes sense. Everything has probably been done as a renovation at some point. That's why you're seeing everything kind of just crammed in here. Again, you got a lot of mold down there. So there was definitely some water damage. Let's go see if we can find that bathroom. Got a couple of clotheslines hung up. They had a tent for some probably more expensive clothes here. Keep them clean, free of bugs. That's a cool little shelving unit in the corner of the room. I like that. And you can see there's not much left in terms of the ceiling tiles. Like, that's the only one left. Everything else is gone. Here you just got some wood. You got some old magazines here. Yeah, they're like stuck together. Son of a Toronto. Yeah, that's crazy. Some of this stuff is really old. What's in this? Wow. There's an old knife in there. Or actually, that's a letter opener. Thing's pretty heavy, but it's too bad it's in rough shape. Okay, so then over here, we got another cool cabinet in the wall. And look at this. Get another one of these. Victorola. RCA Victor Radio again, but this one looks even older. This one is not as smooth, so it probably needs some work to be good again. But that's a beauty. That's another old cabinet. I bet you it's from the 40s or 50s. Again, if you guys know in the comments, let me know. And here we got the washroom. Clean toilet, no brown bomber. And this is a very dated looking washroom. This is probably 60s or 70s. This is probably original to when the house was built. I like the paneling on the ceiling though. And there's your hole for the back room there. So there must have been a second medicine cabinet or something here, because this doesn't make sense, obviously. Like, this whole shelving unit seems very rough. It's a cool old 3-ball vanity. I guess at one time this had 3 panes to the mirror. It's pretty cool. Oh, there's some stuff left here. Got a couple towels, hair cutting kit, some moldy stuff that I can't tell what it is. Very cool. It's a very retro looking bathroom, like seriously. We got a calendar here. 2017. So this place was probably abandoned in 2017. That would make sense. Okay, let's go this way. This looks like the last part of the house here. So this is the laundry room. Still got the washer. Got an old water heater, but it's not in terrible shape. And there's a much newer one. April 2017 it was manufactured. So they literally put this in. The house was abandoned that year. That's crazy. That's a cool placemat. No laundry room sink. Nothing really there. And we've got a sump pump where you can see the water is almost at ground level, but not quite. So this thing's got a battery backup, and it looks like they have a spare battery for that. So this basically would just be here, and for a situation where the power temporarily goes out, it would still allow the system to run. And this indicator here would tell you if it's been off or if it's been charging or whatever. It's a little bit more modern than they used to be. It's good to have a backup, that way you don't have a flood. So that, I wonder if that even still works. Probably not. Doesn't even look like it's hooked up. But if it was, this would never flood, as long as there was some kind of power charging out once in a while. That's cool. Very cool. Well, guys, I think that's going to do it for this one. Let's take one more look down here. Again, that cabinet, just absolutely awesome. All right, everybody, that's going to wrap it up for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed this explore. I certainly enjoyed bringing this one to you. This house was pretty cool, especially those cabinet radios. Those were just really, really cool to show you, and I'm glad that I got to. If you guys could, please make sure you hit that like button. Leave a comment after the episode. That would be great. Oh, and one more thing. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. That's my goal right now. If you guys have not subscribed to the channel, please hit the subscribe button. Help me reach this goal. The quicker we get there, the bigger the explorers will get, I promise. All right, well, that's all we got for this one. Hit that like button. And if you haven't, click that subscribe button there. Check out last week's video. Check out the random video up there. And we'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for tuning in.